You know what I notice with English learners? They study grammar, they memorize vocabulary, they watch videos, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. Because speaking with real people can feel intimidating. You're thinking, what if I made a mistake? What if I don't understand them? What if I sound awkward? I've been testing Easy Speak. It focuses on real life conversations, not random vocabulary. So instead of just studying words, you practice situations like ordering food, talking at the airport, meeting new people, or having everyday conversations. Take it slow, step by step, with Easy Speak. You can talk with AI tutors with different accents, so you feel like you're practicing with real people. You can even video call your AI tutor. Practice listening, respond in real time, and build confidence before speaking with real native speakers. Honestly, if you're someone who feels shy speaking with other people, this is a really good way to start. You can do it anytime, anywhere. Just start with a few minutes of practice a day. If you want to try it, download Easy Speak. Start your free trial and start having conversations. The link is in my bio. Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. You guys say that you miss my intro, so I had to say it. Today, let's practice faster English. I'll say it first slowly and then quickly. Repeat both of them with me. Today, I want to talk about speaking languages. It's so difficult to speak a new language. Your brain seems like it's working overtime, and it makes me feel so tired. I have been practicing my Chinese with a friend online. She teaches me Chinese and I teach her English. But when it's my turn to speak, my brain gets so tired. After 10 minutes of speaking Chinese, I can't think anymore. It's just too much work for my brain. Now, quickly. Today, I'm going to talk about languages. Whenever I'm speaking a language that I'm not fluent in, it feels like my brain is working overtime. I've been practicing speaking English with a friend of mine online. I met her actually in my English course, and she teaches me Chinese and I teach her English. We just practice speaking with each other, but even after 10 minutes of speaking Chinese, my brain hurts. It just doesn't work the same after 10 minutes. And I even feel tired. I feel exhausted after 10 minutes of speaking Chinese, of looking for the words, of building the sentences, of remembering the words, the grammar, and the structure. It's too much. I understand how you guys feel when you're trying to learn English. But remember, don't be too hard on yourself. Take it slow and slowly build up to the level of your dreams. Let me know if you liked this video, and comment if you want more videos like this.
Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about grocery stores and supermarkets. I always prefer to get my fresh produce at the local markets in my town. I don't like going to big chain supermarkets like Walmart or Soriana for my fresh produce. However, when it comes to buying meat products like beef, chicken, pork, or fish, I prefer to go to the meat counter at the supermarket. I get nervous buying meat at outdoor local markets. It sometimes sits in the sun all day. The same with dairy products. I like walking down the dairy aisle in big supermarkets, in places like Walmart and Soriana, because I just love dairy products. Cottage cheese, Greek yogurts, ice cream. I love it all. And I also like to be able to check out and pay with my credit card. It's much easier than taking out cash and carrying cash all the time. The supermarket is also more convenient because of the shopping carts. I love rolling around in the shopping cart and skating on the shopping cart. But overall, I like supporting local markets more than big chain supermarkets. What do you prefer? Big chain supermarkets or local outdoor markets? And why? Check out my Spotify and YouTube for more videos.
Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Have you ever said something in English and someone didn't understand you? Maybe you were nervous, or maybe your pronunciation was just a little bit off. That used to happen to me all the time in Spanish. I would say a word and the other person would look confused. It was frustrating. That's why I love Lingo Panda. Lingo Panda helps you speak clearly with real-time feedback. You speak, and the app tells you exactly which word was incorrect and how to fix it. You can practice short conversations and get instant corrections and feel more confident every time you speak. If you're learning English and you want to sound more natural, Lingo Panda is for you. Check out the link in my bio. Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to tell you about the trip that I'm planning to go to Thailand again. I went to Thailand about 2 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the food, I loved the people, I loved the nature, the buildings from Bangkok, big cities, to Koh Tao, small remote islands. And ever since I went 2 years ago, I have been wanting to go again. So I booked my flight on October 13th, and I will be flying to Bangkok City. I can't wait to show you guys everything that I see there. I won't just be visiting Thailand, though. I will also visit China, Japan, and Korea with my sister. Are there any countries that you have always wanted to visit? Okay, I have a little secret to share. I recently started taking these natural supplements from Windboss that help me with my anxiety, my sleep, and stress. When my mind won't stop thinking, when my anxiety and energy is all over the place, and when I just can't seem to fall asleep. These 3 supplements, magnesium, ashwagandha, and inositol, these 3 supplements help you with all of those problems, and all in a very natural way. They'll make you feel good, I promise.
Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. You guys say that you miss my intro, so I had to say it. Today, let's practice faster English. I'll say it first slowly and then quickly. Repeat both of them with me. Today, I want to talk about speaking languages. It's so difficult to speak a new language. Your brain seems like it's working overtime, and it makes me feel so tired. I have been practicing my Chinese with a friend online. She teaches me Chinese and I teach her English. But when it's my turn to speak, my brain gets so tired. After 10 minutes of speaking Chinese, I can't think anymore. It's just too much work for my brain. Now, quickly. Today, I'm going to talk about languages. Whenever I'm speaking a language that I'm not fluent in, it feels like my brain is working overtime. I've been practicing speaking English with a friend of mine online. I met her actually in my English course, and she teaches me Chinese, and I teach her English. We just practice speaking with each other, but even after 10 minutes of speaking Chinese, my brain hurts. It just doesn't work the same after 10 minutes. And I even feel tired. I feel exhausted after 10 minutes of speaking Chinese. of looking for the words, of building the sentences, of remembering the words, the grammar, and the structure. It's too much. I understand how you guys feel when you're trying to learn English. But remember, don't be too hard on yourself. Take it slow and slowly build up to the level of your dreams. Let me know if you liked this video and comment if you want more videos like this.
Hello, I am Tiana. I am from the United States. I work as an English teacher. That's very basic English. If you want to sound more natural in English, then you have to go beyond just that. For example, instead of saying, I am a teacher, you could say, I've been teaching for a few years now, mostly working with adult students. Instead of, I like traveling, you could say, I'm really into traveling, especially to new places where I can meet new people and learn about different cultures. Click the link in my bio and you can see the full video on YouTube. Practice with pictures and full explanations. So, if you want to introduce yourself like a native speaker, then go check out my YouTube video. What do you think of my new look? Let me know in the comments. Hello. Welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I will continue talking about dreams. I think dreams can mean many different things. I think dreams can show us signs that only our subconscious minds can pick up on. Dreams can be very helpful for us. They help us to get inspired and excited for new things, while showing us some scary or worrying dreams. They can help us to make changes in our lives to have the best and happiest life possible. I think, do you agree or disagree that dreams have meanings? Let me know your take on it. Some recurring dreams that I've had is when my teeth are falling out and I'm desperately trying to catch them, but I can't. Another recurring dream that I have is actually a really nice dream. It's my dreams where I'm flying. I really enjoy those. What are some of your recurring dreams? How do you interpret them? There are lots of different cultural beliefs that can be made out of dreams. I love hearing about them. This is one of my favorite topics to speak about with my students. So tell me about your cultural interpretations, maybe personal interpretations about dreams. Leave your thoughts down below. See you next time.
Hello. Welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about interviews, job interviews. This is to practice vocabulary for B1 English levels. My experience with job interviews is very vast. I have a variety of skills and I have had a variety of different jobs. I always keep my resume or CV updated. Any new qualifications or new experience, I always keep it up to date on my CV. Are there any employment positions on your CV right now? I have worked in a few different areas. I have worked in education, translation, transcription, and curriculum creating. How important is your resume to you? How important is it to keep it up to date for your employment positions? I have only ever had part-time jobs. I have never had a full-time job. I like to keep my schedule flexible because I like to travel and I need a flexible schedule to manage different time zones. Do you have a part-time job or a full-time job? Another big part of job interviews are your skills. What are your skills? Hello, welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about my weekend. My weekend was very fun. I went to Mexico City. I went to see a friend in Mexico City. We went to the tianguis. I went to the little markets in Mexico City and I bought some new earrings. It was a steal, an absolute steal. A steal means a very, very good deal, a good price. Only 100 pesos. Then we went for a walk through the downtown area. And I decided I wanted to buy some new shoes. I was really excited because I have always wanted some new shoes like these. And finally, I was able to afford them. If you can afford something, that means you have enough money or enough time for something.
Hello, welcome back to my Slow English podcast, a podcast to help you practice English listening for beginners. Today, I will talk about my family. My family is very important to me. I have 2 siblings. I am very close to my siblings. I have 1 brother and 1 sister. My brother is 15 years old. He loves playing video games. He is much taller than me. But he does not look grown up. He still looks like a kid. A very tall kid. My sister is 23 years old. She studies quantum physics at university. She is also an English teacher. She is also taller than me. She likes to travel and also play video games. Do you have any siblings? What do they like to do? My mom is 42 years old. She is also an English teacher. She teaches students in the United States. My dad is 51 years old. He is also an English teacher. He teaches students in Mexico. What about your parents? What do they do? Do your parents work in construction, education, management, or healthcare? Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. This podcast is for English beginner listeners. Today, I want to talk about walking. I love to walk. I walk every day. No matter if it's sunny or rainy or cloudy or windy. As long as I have music and headphones, I will go for a walk. It's amazing how much impact music can have on our emotions. How music can change an unpleasant experience into a pleasant experience just by listening to a happy song. And it's one of the biggest reasons why I love walking. Do you love walking? Follow me on YouTube and Spotify for more Slow English podcasts. Link in bio. Hello, welcome back to my Slow English podcast, a podcast for English learners to practice listening. Today, I will talk to you about languages. Languages are very interesting to me. I think languages connect people from all around the world. Languages take time and patience, but the feeling when you finally learn a new language is wonderful. The feeling of understanding one sentence or even understanding one word feels so good. Every language is so different. Every language has its own special identity. Different tones, different pronunciation. I personally love learning new languages. I love teaching students new words, new phrases, new idioms, so they can eventually use them themselves. What language, apart from English, do you want to learn? If you could download any language into your brain, would you do it? Or do you enjoy the process of learning? Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today is an advanced English listening practice, and I will continue to talk about my sickness. I feel like I am congested and I have a terrible cough. But I think it's because last week I was doing things every single day. I swear I took around 40,000 steps every single day just from exploring Rio. And I remember checking my steps every day. So I think I pushed my body a little bit too far, a little over the edge. And now I'm paying the price. I've been feeling super congested, like every time I blow my nose, I don't know how, it never stops. It's like there's an unlimited supply in my nose, always. And I don't know where it's coming from at this point. Also, with my terrible cough, it's one of those tickles in my throat where it doesn't go away. I hate coughing. On Monday, I had a sore throat, but I don't have a sore throat anymore. And I have to say, this sickness isn't that bad. Comparing it to other times I have been sick, one time I had salmonella and I literally didn't move from my bed for 2 whole weeks. Any movement or nudge would make me spin and feel dizzy and make me throw up. Every food I ate made me feel nauseous. I lost so much weight during that week. What's the worst sickness you've ever had? What was it like, and why was it the worst? Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk about working from home. Working from home means that you work in your house. You do not go to an office. You sit at your desk and you use your computer. Many people like working from home. Why? Why do you think? I think it's because you can wear pajamas all day long. Because there is no traffic and because you can stay at home with your dog or your cat or your children. But sometimes working from home is not easy. Sometimes I feel lonely. Do you work from home? Do you like it? What are the pros and cons of working from home? Follow me on YouTube and Spotify for more slow English.
Hello, and welcome back to your daily English practice. I want to talk about the car that almost ran me over. I got on the bike and two cars passed in front of me. There was time for me to cross before the other car made it to where I was. So I started crossing and the taxi zoom, speeds up. I was like, dude, are you really going to run me over? I stayed there slowly to see if he would stop. But no, he kept on going and going. These people are crazy. So I don't like cars at all. I'll never drive ever. Let's talk about singing. I also decided I'm going to start singing wherever I want. So, on my bike, I was singing. I sang the entire way home. People looked, for sure. They maybe judged, maybe they admired. Who knows? And who cares? I thought, they'll remember this moment for 2 minutes, and then they'll forget about me forever. So who cares? And yeah, I sang all the way home. By the way, guys, this Friday, I'm posting a bonus video of natural speaking practice. So we'll see if you like it. Check out my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Repeat after me. Let's talk about the future, not the present, not the past, the future. What will you do today? I will go get coffee with a friend. I will go to my favorite cafe. It's called Starbucks. I'm joking. not Starbucks. It's called Maria Cafe. The coffee is delicious. I will have coffee with my friend, and then we will go shopping. We love going shopping. We will buy clothes, and then we will eat sushi. We love sushi. After that, I will work out at the gym. Today, I will train my legs and glutes because yesterday I trained my abs and arms. At night, maybe I'll go to a party, but I don't know yet. What will you do today? And remind you of all the beauty, the love that you have inside of you. Who cares about anyone else? You are capable of anything and everything. Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I wanted to share some feelings I've been having lately. This weekend, I was feeling a little sad, a little bit overwhelmed, and just thinking a lot of bad things. You know, some of you maybe have seen my video where I talk about the violence and abuse that I went through in the past. This weekend wasn't the best week, and I always try to see the positive side to everything. I always try, but it was so hard this week. I couldn't see anything good around me. All I could see was the negative side to everything. And I would just cry and feel overwhelmed and have that feeling of emptiness in your chest. And I went out with my friend. He told me, come on, let's go. Distract yourself. Let's try and be positive. So I went out with my friend and we were walking in the street. That's when I saw a guy in the street with his girlfriend, and he was very drunk and he was hitting himself in the head and yelling, you don't love me. And he kept on hitting himself. And the girlfriend was there and she was holding him and she was like, no, it's okay. And it was just very sad. I started crying. It was just almost like I was there again, you know? Like I was there and he was just so angry, and it made me feel like, like overwhelming feeling in my chest, like sadness and fear. And yeah, I just felt very scared and sad for the girl, especially because she was with this guy and he just kept on hitting himself. And you all ask me all the time, how am I, how is that situation? You want to know more. And I want to tell you more. I really do. I try and continue. I try and always see the best in people, in situations in life. But it gets very difficult sometimes. And it's not easy. I think it's important to remember that it's okay to have bad days, just like you have good days. That was just a bad day. And I really had to make a huge effort in seeing the positive side to things. Yesterday and today, that day and the day after, I would really try. I sat down, I wrote down my thoughts, I breathed, I drew, I did everything I could to feel better. It was difficult, but I did it. And it's important to remember you're here now. You're here. You're safe. You have so many blessings and beauty in your life. It's hard to remember, but I wanted to come on here and remind you of all the beauty, the love that you have inside of you. Who cares about anyone else? You have everything that you need inside of you. All the love and care and peace. You are capable of anything and everything. Thank you for being here. Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk about my day. It was hard for me to focus today. I went to class and my brain just wasn't cooperating. I wasn't absorbing anything that I was learning. Do you ever have days like that? I wish I could decide when to study, when my brain is ready to study, not when the class is. With Lingo Panda, you can practice whenever you're ready to practice. I love drinking cappuccinos in the morning. Cappuccino. I like drinking cappuccinos in the morning. You decide when to practice, when you're ready. You open the app, you choose an AI teacher, and you start speaking. Anytime, any place. No pressure and no embarrassment. You can repeat yourself. You can make mistakes. You can stop and then start again. And that's exactly how learning should feel. So if you want English to start feeling lighter and less exhausting, then practice when your brain says yes. Try out Lingo Panda. The link is in my bio.